Hello and welcome to Lake House Vlogs. For those of you who are new to my channel, hello, my name is Marika. This is our very first year homeschooling here in the Lake House, and so I do a lot of homeschooling videos here on my channel. We also have family videos, we like to travel, so some travel videos, daily life videos, all that kind of fun stuff is what you'll find here on Lake House Vlogs. So today I'm actually going to do a homeschooling video for you, and I'm going to do a quick review of the curriculum that we have just finished up from The Good and the Beautiful. This is the Marine Biology unit from The Good and the Beautiful, and it's a unit study for grades K to 6. And this curriculum is, The Good and the Beautiful is actually, the website for it is jennyphillips.com, and I will put a link down below for that. This curriculum is actually available for free on their website to download the PDF. So if you want them to send you a copy, you can buy it, but the PDF of this unit is actually for free. And that's one thing I find about the Good and the Beautiful company is they are so generous in providing free curriculum. And so you can actually head over to their site and download this curriculum for yourself and have a good look, but I will give you a quick flip through in this video. This is the second unit study that we have done from The Good and the Beautiful. Before we did the Marine Biology one, we did the Space Study unit from The Good and the Beautiful, and we really enjoyed that. And I will throw a card just up here. I did do a video review of that curriculum and all the resources that I pulled together that we used. So you can click on that link and watch that video for yourself. I live in Western Australia, and the Good and the Beautiful company is actually an American company, so all their resources ship from America. So to have products shipped here to where I live is uber expensive. And so what I did with my space unit curriculum that I got from there, and this one as well, I just purchased the PDF. So obviously this was a free one, so I didn't purchase this one, but I just got the PDF file and I downloaded that, and then I actually printed this myself. I am lucky enough that my husband works a couple of day a week in an office, and they have printing facilities there, so we were able to approach his company and ask them if we could print off the curriculum and if we could just pay them for the printing that we did, and they said absolutely, we would love to accommodate you. And so for me, printing out, as you can see, it's pretty thick. We've printed it single-sided, so if it was double-sided it would be half that, but we have printed it in full colour and bound it as well, and so that worked out really affordable for me. So if you are trying to print out the curriculum, I highly recommend doing it that way, because if you print it yourself or if you take it into, here we have Officeworks, it does work out to be very expensive. So if you do know somebody who works at an office, if you can approach them and ask if you can just pay, because it only works out about a cent a page, so it's really cheap to do it that way. So that's my recommendation. But I also find that if you can't print it out, you can definitely just download it onto your computer and read it off of your computer, and then just print any pages that you want to have as a little book or to have the children complete. You can totally do that. So we did this curriculum family style. As it says on here, it is for grades K to 6, and I have got children who are in kindergarten, grade 1 and grade 5, and all three of my children really enjoyed doing this unit, and I found that it was appropriate for all the levels. So I will stop talking to you now and get in and just show you the different lessons and how I worked out how to teach each of my children who are at different levels just using the one curriculum family style. So remember, you can download this yourself and have a look, but I will give you just a quick sneak peek inside. So I absolutely love the artwork and the photos that they have included in this unit study. They are just absolutely beautiful. Okay, so this is the contents page, and you can see it is broken up into 13 lessons. and they are the things that you can see there. So we are lucky enough where we live in Western Australia, and we actually live on the coast, and we are surrounded by beautiful beaches all around us. So what we did in my little homeschool co-op that we have created, we did this unit study together, and each week we would meet up at one of the beautiful beaches around our little city. So, for instance, when we did lesson 2 with tides and intertidal zones, we actually went to the surf beach that's in our area so that we could observe the tides there. When we did coral reefs, we have another beach in our area that has reefs, and so we were able to explore the reefs. We were able to find rock pools, and we were able to find crabs and starfish and things in the rock pool. So that was so fun. Also, we went fishing on lesson 8 where they were talking about fish. We actually went fishing and caught lots of fish. I took my father-in-law with me, and he helped all the kids to fish, and they had an absolutely great time doing that. And when we got down to marine mammals, we have a little island off the coast where we live, which is called Penguin Island, and we were able to take the ferry over there and actually see some little penguins, and that was so fun. So we are super lucky. So what we did teaching this unit, each week we would go out with our friends to a different location around our city on the beach, and then we would either gather together to complete the lessons, or then we would just head home and complete the lessons on our own. Really is an open and go curriculum. They include absolutely everything that you need to teach the lessons. They do provide a page with optional read alouds. We didn't actually use any of those, but there is books that you can read along with the units. Okay, so again, they tell you any supplies that are needed. They have read aloud sections, and they also include these really great cards to create a vocabulary wall. So these are the that's really tricky to say, vocabulary cards that are included. Words are really hard, guys. I'm tired, can you tell? Okay. These vocabulary word cards are included in the curriculum. So they come all on a sheet of paper in the book, and I have just taken it out. I have cut them up, and I've actually laminated mine. You don't really have to do that, but I have laminated mine because I have 2 smaller children that will eventually use this curriculum in a couple of years, so I wanted to keep them really nice. As you need the words as they pop up in your lessons, then we would just grab the cards out and read together, and we had them then all pinned up on a pin-up board so that we could remember these words throughout our lessons. So they all come. So it's an open and go curriculum. It has everything that you need in here. It will have the pictures and any maps that you need. And there you go. Now this would be the student's map that they would actually write on. So that is the answer key, and then it includes the sheet in there as well. Now I actually didn't use any of the sheets that were provided with the curriculum. I did my own thing, which I'll show you in a minute. But everything that you do need is in this book, including, which is something that I really like, is they include these mini books. Now for my space unit, again, that review I've linked below, you can have a look. I actually took these books out from here and I assembled them like little reading books, but for this unit I just didn't do that. I just wanted to keep it all together, so I just left it in there, and I would just sit with the children and read the little book and show them the pictures. But you can take them out. You can see that's a page divider there, so you just cut them in half, and so they're that big, and you can just bind them and you have a little book. So even little information books are included in this curriculum. So this is an experiment that the kids did, and it just goes on and on. Again, it just provides you with everything that you need. So all these beautiful photos. So I found with my space study unit, I got all very, very excited, and I got lots and lots of extra books that I added in, but I found I just didn't need it this time. This curriculum really does have everything that you need. I just added in a few extra books to beef up the unit, but really this is fantastic. It has absolutely everything that you need for each lesson. Let me show you what I did instead of using the worksheets. So there are worksheets that come with this that you can just tear out and use, and if you have multiple children you can just copy it for your children, but we didn't do that. We have these notebooking journals that we use. This is for my daughter and this is for my son, and so he's in grade 5, she's in grade 1, and then I have a kindergartner who has only just turned 4. He doesn't really do the book work. He joins in with all the readings and looking at the pictures, and then my older two then do work in their books. So instead of using the sheets, we would just do note booking pages. So that was the picture of that map that I showed you at the beginning, and instead of doing it on the worksheet, we just drew and coloured our own map. We used tracing paper to create our map and just did it this way. So instead of using the sheets, we would just do notebooking pages. So this was from Marine Mammals, and he has just painted a little penguin that we saw when we went on our little excursion, and he's just written some information there about the little penguin. And again, when we did sharks, he has chosen a shark that he would like to find out a little bit more information about, and he's written just a little bit. This is just super, super, super basic. Nothing too heavy for them to do. Really, really easy. Again, there's another one when we're talking about saltwater crocodiles and sea turtles and lizards. And so we preferred to do that. And so my daughter was able to do this activity as well. How cute is her little turtle? And then she would do the same, but obviously the amount, look at her dolphin, isn't that amazing? The amount of writing that she would do, I would expect from her, is less than my son, who is older. And so we have all our subjects mixed up in here. So there's other ones in there. There's her little crocodile and her little lizard. And so we would just do super simple, super basic notebooking pages instead of the worksheets that they had in there. All of my children were involved in the outings, going out and going to the beach and getting out and learning and discovering and swimming. And we would all read together the literature from the unit, and then the older kids would complete art notebooking pages, and my little guy, he would look at some of the other books that we had, or he would actually just play with his sea creatures. So we have a basket here that is just full of lots of animals, but we've got lots of sea creatures in there. So he would get those out and he would play with those. He would read one of these books while the children were doing their notebooking activity. And also my older son, he would watch a lot of documentaries. He absolutely loves documentaries. So on Netflix here we have all of the like Lonely Planet stuff and anything basically on sea animals and the ocean. He would complete this, he would complete his activity, and then he would go and watch a documentary. So these are some of the books that I added in to our unit study. Of course, the beautiful maps book is an absolute winner in our house. It's absolutely beautiful. So we would get this book out in particular when we were looking for where the different oceans were that they were talking about in the curriculum, and we would have a look in this book. We also got lots of books out of the library, especially for my little kindergartner to read on ocean animals and storybooks and things like that. But I've returned them all to the library, so I can't show you those. But this is one we did get out of the library that we still have, which is an Usborne book, which is Big Book of Big Sea Creatures. This is excellent, and he really, really enjoyed that. I think I will probably add this to our collection of books. We love Usborne books, but I found it in the library, so we just got it from the library this time. But that is another really, really great book, simply for the pictures, and my little guy especially would look through this, and then as the children were doing their notebooking pages, I would then read this to my guy. He absolutely loved it. Last one I want to show you is this book, and I will do a flip through for you so you can have a look. This is the Big Book of the Blue by Yuval Zommer, I think you say it. And it is a big book. You can see that's the curriculum next to it. So it is pretty big. And we absolutely love, 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 love this book. So let me give you a flip through. We love it because of its beautiful, beautiful artwork. Really appreciate books with artwork. So I'll give you a look at the contents page. It has a whole lot of different animals, and also it has an index at the end, so if you're looking for a particular animal you can look it up, because there's sometimes multiple animals on each page. So beautiful pictures, and then really great simple text to go along with it. Fins and flipper animals. So this is where you'll need an index, because obviously on this page it's about gills and blowholes, so there's different animals on the page. Sea turtles, and so when is a sea turtle? A turtle, and then it gives some interesting facts about turtles on the page, and that's absolutely beautiful. We then would use these books as guides to help us as we were drawing our pictures in our journals. So here is flying fish, seahorses, jellyfish, octopuses, whales. Whales are my little guy, my little 4-year-old's absolutely favourite thing in the entire planet. So when he got this book, he would often just turn straight to the whale page and read it. Crabs, seals. We actually have a little island off our coast too that is a little seal island where all the sea lions actually go and sit on. We didn't get to see them this time, but we'll have to get our boat out. Our weather has just changed to autumn, so it's getting colder. We're not out on the ocean as much, but we will definitely have to go and do that. Sea snakes, swordfish, rays. Okay. Penguins, we absolutely love this page. Fish, dolphins, rock pools. This is great because we actually visited rock pools in our area, so that was super helpful. How deep, the different paleogic zones, which they talk about in the curriculum as well. and of course taking care of our ocean. There are pages, and then this is your index, which is really good. My children learning, how to use the library, how to use books, how to use indexes. That was really, really helpful for them. So I just thought I would include the flip through of that book because I know I buy a lot of my books off online, particularly from bookdepository.com. Is really, really good for us living here in Australia because they offer free shipping. But the thing with buying books online is that you can't get to see what is inside them, and that's the one thing I want to know about the book. Is it going to suit the needs of me and my family and what I want to use it for? So I just thought I would include that little flip through for you so you can have a look for yourself before you go and purchase it. But I do highly recommend this one. This is a favourite for our kids, and then we also had, there's 2 others in the series. We had those 2 as well, and I'll show you them in another video. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed that little look inside the curriculum and also looking at the little resources that we use to add into our unit. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. I'd love to start a conversation with you, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.